Hello, good afternoon everyone. Thank you for coming back to join me today. I'm continuing with my gnome journal. It's very dark here today, so I've got my light on, so I'm hoping there's not going to be too many shadows. I've done a few little bits and pieces to the journal. I've added some extra ruffles, so I don't know if the camera's gonna pick them up. I've added extra ruffles because it just felt the right thing to do. I said before that signature is complete, and I'm happy with how it is. Got the little gnome that I've added on that page there. What else had I done? I'd added something else and I can't think what it was. I've put a little gnome on there and a little bunch of gnomes on that one. What else did I do? I put a ruffle on there. I think that was all that I've done in that one. I think the rest you'd already seen. So yeah, that signature I'm happy with, apart from I've got to make a tag to go in the front. So that's yet to do. So I've done a little bit on these two, and I think you were with me last time. This one I've now added a flip here, and that I've been using some brown tinsel wool, and it gets everywhere. There's a little tiny pocket in that one there, but I just loved that image of the Christmas, the winter flowers with the frost on, so I thought that was nice. What else did I add in this one? We did this one together. That's in the center of the signature, so that's going to need a couple of tags on it. The ruffles need to learn to lay flat, which they will. If they don't, they get ironed, so that's not a problem. Just lay them flat in the book. And in the back of that one, I wanted to do the envelope flips. So that one flips that way and it opens that way. And then that flips out that way, and there's a pocket there as well. And then that's the top opening one. And you can still write on all of this as well. So I did that in that journal, or in that signature, but I want to leave this one to work on the middle one. I think I want to kind of finish each signature before I move on to the next one. So this one we'd been working on together, hadn't we? So we'd put the bird in there, the pocket, the tall pocket, and I've put the gnome on there and used that tag to go in there. On the front of this one, I've put a little gnome. He's off chopping wood, chopping down these trees, and that's his mushroom. And I just added those to that page just because I liked it. I've put a tag in there. So that's in that one. I think this is going to be quite a heavy journal when I've finished. I keep adding things to it, don't I? I've covered the page on that one. This is where we put those three pockets, and in each one I've just cut a snip of paper. This is the pink here is the I think it's called Gnome for Christmas, Susan Taylor Brown. So each of them have a little slip of paper in there that you can write on. And there's three tags as well that I just need to finish off. So that's that bit done and dusted. A little flip there. I don't know if you can see, but there are little rabbits on that fabric. And the little deer. Ice skating gnome. I think I want to put one of those, oh gosh, what do you call them? I put it in the other one where you just cover the edge. I don't know what to call it. So I'll make one and then you can see what I'm doing, but I don't know which fabrics I would like to use. Maybe I'd like to use the green because it will match with that, won't it? Maybe that green and blue would look nice because it'd kind of go, in my mind it would kind of go. So I want to make something just to cover the edge of that page. And I put one, I don't know if I'll end up doing this in each signature. I might well do. So I just want a piece of paper that I'm going to fold. So I want two pieces because I'm going to fold them together. So that's one. And then this one will be the second one. So the second one I want to be slightly wider than the first one. Doesn't have to be, I don't need to measure it, I just know that I want them to be slightly different sizes. Just one moment. Sorry about that. I realised that I would probably want to stitch these when I've done, so I've just been to put my sewing machine on. There we go. It's just switched itself on. It's very obliging like that. Right, these two strips of paper, I'm going to fold and put them over this page. And you'll be able to use it as a tuck if you want to. So that's going to go on that side. So I want it slightly bigger, so I'm going to fold it at a slight twist. And that's the wrong way. That way, I'm going to fold it at a twist like that. Okay, so it's like that. And that's going to go on that page like so. Like that, okay? And then this one, I want to be shorter this side and longer the other. So that I'm going to twist the opposite way and fold. And then that will go over there like that. So can you see it's kind of twisted? And then all that I'm going to do is stitch down that line, stitch down that page, and then on both sides it will be a kind of tuck spot. So let me go and stitch that and I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. So I've just stitched down that page, and it just adds a bit of interest, I think, to the edge of the page when it's just a plain paper. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue on there, just to hold the top one down. You don't have to do that at all. That's just something that I like to do. And then on this one as well, it just makes it that little bit more secure. Let's run the glue down there. Now, I've not glued it to the actual page itself, and you can still use it as a bit of a tuck spot if you wanted to. So you can tuck something on under it, and that's just held in by that stitching. If you wanted to, you could glue it all the way down to the page. You know, that's not a problem. It's always its personal choice, isn't it? But I think that will look quite nice just on the edge of that page. Got so many papers around here now, folks. So where was it? Where did it go? Not that one. We did that one with those. Oh, it's here. And it actually, oh, that looks nice. Look, it shows on the edge of this page. So I'm really happy with that. So that's that bit done. Put the ruffle on there. Put the edge on there. And this is that tuck that we had. So that's going to be a pocket just there and a belly band type tuck there. So I need to fill that sometime. I did the patchwork around that page. Then we are in the centre, and that's going to be a pocket there. I think that's what I'm going to do just there. I need to put something on the edge of that, so I'll get that sorted. What else did I want to do in here? We put that on, so I just need to put a journal card up there. Oh yes, I put that's a pocket just there, so that's just a little tuck spot there with that gnome, so I can put a little journal card just there. And I wanted to use one of Amy's, just a little tag, so I think I'm going to leave that one there to remind myself that's going there. I've put a little pocket there, and then this is clipped in so that you can take that one out, so it's a bit like a library card pocket. I've got these little, it's this brown tinsel. You'll be finding it forever. Gets everywhere, really does. But it's quite pretty, isn't it? That's on there. And then on this one here, I think my light's shining on it, so I don't know if you can see him. But I've just cut that gnome out of the gnome book that I had. I'm getting all in a tangle, aren't I? So that little gnome there. and then that flips out and you've got a nice journal spot just there. I've just glued it onto that page, so I need to put something on there. That's the tuck out. That's the flip out that we did. So again, Susan's lovely papers, and I think this one actually is from Amy Crafty Cat. That's her autumn mushroom or mushroom autumn kit. I just wanted more mushrooms, I think. We can do this. I want to put a pocket or something on there. What would I like to do though? Here's me saying we can do it, and then I'm thinking I don't really know what I want to do. We could put the 3 gnomes on there. Can you see that? Am I too low again? We've got the 3 gnomes, or we have a skiing gnome on there. We've got a couple of pockets. I don't think I want those sort of pockets. He could go on there, couldn't he? Just wondering how I can attach it. Could attach it like that. I'm just wondering if I can make that a tuck spot somehow. I suppose if I put it further in, but I don't want it that far in. I want it to hang over the page. I suppose if I added a piece on there of something, let me just try it with a rough piece of paper. So if I added that on there, and then that went on there, maybe it would. So if it was to be, sorry folks, I should have thought about this, but you're puzzling it through with me. You're not actually going to see that, are you? But it's going to mean that I can glue that to it and have that as a tuck spot. So I just need a piece of paper that I can put in there. Right, one moment, let me find my scraps. Okay, I'm going to give it a try and see if it works. Okay, so I want to close the bottom of this because it's going to be a pocket. So we'll do the closure bit. And again, I'm going to leave the middle piece. I'm just going to cut these off. I don't know if I've said, but this will probably be the last video that I do before I do a flip through. I think this journal will be for sale, but I'm going to leave it until after Christmas, so I may not do the flip through until after Christmas, just because with Christmas in between, it just makes everything a little bit, you know, with postage and things like that, doesn't it? I had a piece of paper that I was going to use. Did anybody see where I put it? Says me scratching my head. Oh, it's there. Silly me. So if I was to glue that, I think if I glue that there, I'm not thinking this through very well. Let me just have a think. Right. What I'm thinking is, if I glue this piece in here as an extra, I think it'll close it so that I can have an extra pocket on the back. So I'm going to put that along that fold that I can't see, along that fold there, like that. And then I'm going to put some glue on that edge. And I'm also going to put some glue on that edge. Close that up. And then this is going to go on there like that. And then this bit will be a pocket. And because I've put that extra there, it will actually be a pocket. So I think that will work. The only thing is, I won't know until I've actually stuck it onto the page, will I? Let me just trim that and just level it up. That was a rubbish cut, Carol. Rubbish cut. That's better. You know when you think things in your mind, they're going to work. I'm going to leave that rough edge because I quite like it. So I want that to go there. So I'm going to close this pocket. That's the, whoops daisy, that's going to be the front pocket. Oop, doesn't want to leave me. I'll close that there. Thinking I might want to put a little notch in here, but I don't want to take the little fella's, the top of his hat off. No, I don't think I am. No, I've missed it. It may be slightly askew, but I just don't want to lose his hat. I think I could do it a little bit further over. There we go, that's fine. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to line it up with this edge, and I'm going to glue, I'm going to put my glue on this extra flap that I've got. I'm hesitating because I'm not sure that this is going to work. So you can cross your fingers for me. I'm going to glue that on, and it won't work like that, you daft thing. Because you don't want glue there, do you? No, because that will close it up, and you didn't want to close it up, did you? No. So let's just rub that glue off of there. Okay. So all that you want to do, right, think this through. Let's get this glue off. Okay. What I need to do is I need to glue it. I need to glue this onto this page before I do that flap, don't I? Yes, I do. So I'm going to make a pencil mark there and about there. And I'm going to glue this onto the page. Who knows if this will work? Right, definitely fingers crossed now, folks. So that is going to go there, like so. So that is a pocket there now. And I've got that quite straight, so I'm pleased with that. And then that's not sticky anymore. Hold it here because actually I'm going to put a little notch in there. Not a very deep one, just to show that it is. That's okay. Bit of glue there, because I want that bit to glue down, don't I? You might not get to see this video, folks, if it goes horribly, horribly wrong. And a bit of glue on there. And then that's going to go over. There we go. I think we did it. Hard work, but I think we did it. So that's a pocket just there. Okay. And it's, I hope I'm in screen. I know that light's reflecting on this paper. I do apologise. But I've got a pocket there with the little skiing gnome on. It says Christmas greetings there because don't forget this is Amy's mushroom Christmas kit. So it does say Christmas. Right, let's have a look. Did it work? Did it work? Did it work? Got that fella there. There we go. So we've got the pocket just there. That goes over and we've got the pocket there. So I'm happy with that. Brilliant. So I want to do something on this back page and I'm thinking that I want to do a flip pocket. So shall we have a go at that? Let's move that one out of the way. And I'm just going to leave that page open that I've just been working on. So I just want to collage on here. That's all I want to do. And I think I'm just going to have a look at what bits and pieces I've got and just go for it. That's what I'm going to do. So how wide is that roughly? Doesn't matter if I end up, if it's a bit, if it comes across the window slightly, because I can trim off round the edges. So I just want to collage it. That's what I'm going to do. I might, well, I'll need something to be peeking out of that window for sure. And I've done this piece of paper too long now. Gosh, folks, honestly. So I think I'll just put that on there. And as long as it's covering that window, sorry, as long as it's not covering that window is what I meant to say. Oh, gosh, golly, everything just gets so sticky, doesn't it? I could fold that back. I don't want to fold it back. What do I want to do? I want to cut that extra off. Where did I put my ruler? Tell you what, folks, those little pixies, these gnomes, I think they've just released themselves onto my desk. And I think they're just everywhere. And this doesn't like cutting wet paper. There we go. I've got bits stuck to me everywhere. That would go across there okay, wouldn't it? I'll put that at the top. Just trying to find a bit of my glue book that's not gluey, which is another minor problem. I know that's longer than the than I need it. It's come past the edge of the envelope, but that's okay because I'm going to use some of that as a hinge to hinge it to the page. Let's get rid of some of it though. Oh gosh, don't you hate it when they just stick to your fingers and won't let go? I don't think I want any red on it, do I? Sorry, I'm reaching over you folks. Do you know what? I think I might use this same paper on the opposite side. Down this side as well. I think that's what I'm going to do. Use it on there. Glue it. So how's everybody doing? I hope you're all ready for Christmas and you've all sorted everything out. You've sent your wish list off to Santa. It's strange, my kids are all grown up now, so we've got the grandkids, so that's always nice to see the grandkids at Christmas. But Christmas isn't the same, is it, as when you get older? Let's just cut that extra bit off. can always trim these edges because I don't expect them that I've got them dead straight. Would that be too bright, do you think? How big a piece would I need? I've still got some, oh, I've got some of this, haven't I? Oh, I think that would be nice. I'm going to use this. How wide do I want? I might do it all the way across. So if I cut a piece, it's about 5 inches. Let's just cut that. Sorry if I'm going off screen. And let's trim that off the top. I think this is one of Amy's autumn papers as well. And I think I just want to put that on there. So I'm going to rip it off. I'm happy with that, yeah. I try, if I'm going to do a collage like this, you know, trying to collage papers round, I try really hard not to think too much about it. I know it's really difficult sometimes, but sometimes you just need to kind of go with what you think. And that's what I'm going to do with this. Just going to put that on there. And then just trim these bits off. That's that one. And then this one as well. And as I say, I can trim the edges off when we've done. Just one moment. Sorry folks, I tried to put some paper into the into my little bin and it just would not let go of my finger at all. Right, I'm going to put some of that on that pocket there. I'm going to rip that off and I'm just going to put that on there. So I think if I take that off the bottom, there we go. That was a quick decision, wasn't it? Get rid of the paper. Sticky, sticky. Oops, I'm just about to put glue on the right side of the paper, not the wrong side. That would be a catastrophe, wouldn't it? That's all I need. Okay. I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to fold it over because it's a pocket, so I want it to probably be just that little bit stronger. And it's a bit sticky. So I'm going to leave it like that for a minute just to try and get the stickiness off. Let's have a look and see if we can find something that we might like. Let me just get rid of these ribbons. A picture that we might like to go to see through. Oh, what a pity there. Just to, can't quite get them all in, can I? Trying to have a look and see if I can find one of Amy's. We could have a mushroom. I think I want something more than a mushroom. Sorry, I'm just going through my little box of bits and pieces that I've got. And they're all sticking to my fingers again. That might look all right. That looks okay. What do you think? If that was to be looking through there with the bird. I think I've just about used all the bits and pieces up now. I could use Amy's somewhere else, and we could have the little gnomes having a cook up. That might look all right, mightn't it? I'm sure I had something else here somewhere. It's finding one that's going in the right direction. It needs to be a portrait one, doesn't it? I think that I might use that. What do you think? Do you like it? I think that's what I'm going to use, because there is a woodland gnome, and I think they're having some sort of picnic, aren't they? So I'm going to put them on there. So I'm going to put the glue around the window. And then I'm going to try and get that like that. Not quite so wonky. Not quite as wonky. I like that. This might have to go under a book. It's very, very sticky. And I think I might turn that up a little bit further and have a bit of a deeper pocket just there. Yep. So let's just trim these edges. Get my bigger cutter. I've got a very dull blade in my cutter. Oh, I do not like taking those out. Just cut it change it so I've got a slightly sharper one. I feel very quiet today, folks. I hope this isn't too boring for you. Okay, so that is going to go. Let's have a look at it, where it's going to go, shall we? Put the glue on the lid on the glue even. Okay, so this, oh, I like that. What do you think? So that's going to go there, and I think actually that can go in there. So we've got that pocket in there. Yeah, I think that'll look nice. So we've still got the little pixie gnome peeking across that. Okay, brilliant. So what I need to do is I want to cover the back of this in something, because it's going to be a flip. Which way round does that go? I've no idea. That way. So I think I'm going to cover it in this, actually. So let me take the bottom off of it. Okay. And I think I want the lighter side. So let's take the top as well, because that will be the hinge. Is that the right way up? Those numbers are that way up, so I'm going to say that is the right way up. Why don't I just take this all off? That would be so much simpler, wouldn't it? Because I don't want to get the white bit on, do I? No, no. So I am going to stick that on there, and I've got a little bit of leeway at the bottom. Right, let's get my glue on. One moment, folks. I know I'm off screen, but all I'm doing is gluing and gluing and gluing. I would like to stitch this, but I think it may be just that little bit too wet to glue. Too wet to stitch. But I might stitch around the bottom anyway. That is wet. So that's going to go on there, like so. Okay. Just press it down. That's okay. Turn it over and just cut this off. So that's the back of it, and that's the front of it. And then that bit, just trim this edge here. Get rid of the white. We can put, I'm going to regret this, aren't I, trying to cut it while it's wet. Fingers. Oh, brilliant. That's better. Did I get it central? Not bad. Maybe a little bit further this way. There we go. A bit of a bigger hole. There we go. Where's my page? So that will go on there like that, and it will flip up like that. And I do want to stitch all the way around it, but it's just, at the minute, it is just way too wet. So I need to leave that to dry. So I think that's as far as I'm going to go today, folks. I hope you like what I'm doing. It is going to get quite chunky and heavy. It is going to be a hardcover with the 3 signatures, but I do hope you like it. I'm really pleased how this page has turned out, for sure. So I do hope you like it, and I will catch you next time, probably for the flip through. But take care, everybody. Bye.